Hello and welcome back to more Ask Jeff the Dog Trainer. This question comes from Casey. It says, our Great Dane has horrible separation anxiety, so bad that she's destroyed and broken out of 3 kennels, and now they have to lock her in the little storage room. No carpet, because she'll destroy that too. So she says, what can we do to help make it not so bad, or at least stop the destroying? So here's the deal. Separation anxiety is really one of the hardest things to try to defeat in the grand scheme of dog training issues. Separation anxiety is an accumulation of a bunch of tiny little problems. So let's start with some of the most common. When we come in the house, whether the dog's out and we initially greet the dog, or whether the dog's in the kennel or in the storage room, and we let the dog out and the dog just comes blasting out and the dog's all happy to see us and we're like, hey dog, and we're having that, nice fun time together. For the dog, it's kind of fueling the separation anxiety issue. So now that the dog's like, hey, I can't wait to see you. Oh, I'm so happy you're home, you're home, you're home. And you're like, yeah, I'm so happy to see you too. You're here, you're here, you're here. Let's love each other. And then when you guys leave, it's, I can't wait for them to come back. I can't wait for them to come back. Rah! And they start, chewing and eating stuff. Allow your dog to calm down before you greet him or her. This will involve not looking at, talking to, or allowing your dog to engage with you until he or she is calm and relaxed. If you do this consistently over time, you may be surprised by the results. So the separation anxiety issue is also linked, number 2, to energy. It's huge, 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 huge. If your dog has any bit of extra pent-up energy whatsoever at all, it's going to express itself, especially when you leave. So although they might feel calm and comfortable in your home and take a nice little nap in your presence, as soon as you go, they're like, well, what now? What do I do? They're gone. So to avoid that, always exercise your dog before you leave. How much exercise is enough? It's different for every single dog. So what you have to do is kind of assess the energy levels. But the more drained they are, the better off they're going to be for not experiencing that kind of issue. Also, when you leave, give them something to do. The third thing I can really stress for everyone, for that matter, with this problem, is give them something to do. This here is something wonderful. What you can do is withhold the food in the morning. Instead of feeding them out of the dog bowl, you're going to actually put the food in here. So you might want to put the day's worth of food in the bowl, but instead of feeding it to your dog out of the bowl, put the bowl up and fill the balls up out of the bowl. So you'll know you still fed the same amount of the food, but out of the bowl. What's the difference? Maybe 2-minute meal, if for some dogs 30 seconds. This thing, we might get, 20 minutes. Just depends. But what it's called is an everlasting fun ball, and you can find these on the internet or at your local pet store. Awesome product. Totally recommend it. Well, Casey, I hope that's enough to get you started. And should you or anyone else have any more questions, feel free to contact me at support@AskJeffTheDogTrainer.com.